Okay, my mic was unplugged for the first part of this video. We've got through into Q2 on Inter's Drugovic's 8th, Oliver Bearman's in 13th. I don't know if all my preamble stuff before I did practice has been recorded. I think it had, but if not, we've got into loads of debt to give them all the best car parts they can have, basically, other than the... if they had something that was working on the car, they kept it. If one of them needed something new that was brand new to make the car quicker, we bought them both. Emergency manufactured everything. That's a good summary there. And we've bought a new ERS for Ollie Bearman as well, because he needed it, basically. But we're into Q2. That's the main point. It's very annoying that that has happened. What is happening with the rain? It's actually at its lightest now. So I think much like all... Oh, that was blurry there, wasn't it? Much like all of these people, we are going to go out early doors. So Drugovic is behind Carlos Sainz, and we have Bearman behind Sergio Perez and Max Verstappen. So we've timed this quite well, because it should be faster cars in front of us so that we don't get held up like we did in Q1, although you're not going to see that, but K-Mag was a much slower car in front of us and it cost us a bit of time. So Drugovic sitting behind Sainz, he's going to be the first Brawn GP driver to cross the line. So Filip Drugovic is going to come through. Bottas is out first. Sainz goes quicker. Drugovic goes quicker than Bottas, although 1.6 seconds off Verstappen. That is slow. That is very slow. I don't know why that's so slow. That is very slow. Oliver Bearman is 1.69 as well, so it must be the speed of the car. But at the moment, it's 5th and 6th. I'm happy with that. Filip Drugovic is staying out on track, and I think that means he's going to run out of fuel. Why have you done that? You moron. And they're both going out at the moment as well. They're in 11th and 12th, which is really irritating because the track is getting wetter. But I assume you locked up on turn 18, but fine. But you're going to run out. You won't have enough fuel to do this lap. Yeah, he's run out of fuel. He's run out of fuel. What an idiot. What an idiot. He must have got blocked to pit lane entry and couldn't get in. But he's caused a red flag, Drugovic, because he's run out of fuel, which means he has a time to start 12th. So the worst that'll happen is that people lap quicker than him in the rest of the session after the red flag. But he has retired. Car 1 has run out of fuel before reaching the pits and retired from the race. Brilliant. He was our hope of getting top 10. He has now not got top 10. 1.65 is still the... Oh, can Bearman find 10th of a second? Can he find it? It's flat weather. 6 minutes. Let's see if they send... Yeah, people are going to go out for another lap. So again, we're just going to find some fresh air. We'll send Ollie Bearman out. Can he improve? Man, he needs to. Come on. The Bearman needs to. Here we go. He starts his flying lap. What can he do? It's slower in Sector 1. It's slower in Sector 2. He will be going out in 11th position. It's going to be 11th and 12th for the Brawn boys. Damn it. It's not. It's going to be 16th and 12th, I think, because he gets a 5-place grid penalty for that new ERS. Okay, so it is a 5-place grid penalty. 15th is Ollie Bearman's starting position. We need to pull something out of that. It was 10th and 11th, wasn't it? 10th and 11th we needed, or 11th and 10th. Drugovic needs to finish 11th. Ollie Bearman needs to finish 10th so that we get $1 million prize money. It is a clear day. No rain on race day. A bit of cloud at the end. They're saying soft, medium. I'll have a look at strategies and then we'll be right back. Okay, right. We've got a bit of a mix. We've got Drugovic going hard, soft, medium. And we've got Bearman going medium, soft. Drugovic is weirdly a bit more attacking. I'm hoping that because we're doing something different, it pays off for us. We have got a backup strategy for Ollie Bearman as well. He's got a one-stop where he can go from medium to hard. So, yeah, both drivers, we're trying something. We've got to get up the rankings. Got to get up the board. We need to make some overtakes. We need to get some things done, and this is the fastest car we can probably give our drivers for the rest of the season. And these components aren't going to last for the rest of the season. So let's see how we get on at the Belgium Grand Prix. 5 red lights, we're away. And yeah, this is going to be very, very tough. You can see that we've got a Kick Sauber in between us at the moment. As Drugovic is in 11th, we are going to ask them to push off the start here and see what we can do. But obviously on the hard tyre, Drugovic is going to be a bit of a sitting duck, but we're hoping that he can make something work, pushing that hard tyre a little bit more than the other people around him. And everyone around us is doing softs, so we've got softs, we've got 3 on mediums. We are doing something different, and that is what we need to do. I don't know whether we say go for it. Do we go high or do we go low? We're going to go rarely defend for both drivers so that they don't get in too much trouble doing that. But we're not going to say do anything on the attacking front, I think, on this early pun anyway. So let's see. Let's see. Ollie Behrman does really need... should we tell Ollie Behrman to be aggressive? I feel like he needs to do stuff. He needs to get moving. He needs to have a look, doesn't he? He needs to get some moves done in this. As we are back to our normal livery as well, the Brawn livery with all the sponsors on it, just in case you're wondering. We are back to that, but yeah, lots of high speed cornering and laps in this one in Belgium. It should be a good race for us. Oliver Behrman should be able to climb up the rankings a bit, but yeah, it's going to be tough because the problem with not having money is that you can't research for next year or develop this year's car. So we're sort of stuck by saying, I think we're not going to develop any more this year. We're not going to be doing research for next year. It's just about getting through to the end of the season and then seeing where we sit next year. That is all we can do. Just see where we sit next year and make it happen. As DRS is enabled, both of our drivers... Oliver Behrman isn't actually quite in DRS of Daniel Ricciardo in front of him, which is irritating, but Drugovic is in the DRS of Yuki Tsunoda on those soft tyres, so hopefully he can be okay with that. But we're going to have to start reeling them in on their tyre wear and everything in a little while, just to make sure that these guys can go the distance on the strategies that we have selected for them. But Drugovic is only 1 place off the points. He's only 1 place off the points. That's what we can remember. And he's coming up the inside. Is he going to go for it? No. Tsunoda just shuts the door on him. Felipe Drugovic, we are keeping pace with Stroll and Russell in front of us as well. As Drugovic having another little look up the inside. No, doesn't want to put it in that corner just yet. Yuki Tsunoda's going a little bit wide, but we can't take advantage of it. Ollie Behrman going for an overtake on Daniel Ricciardo, who's not going to have DRS, it looks like, in the next section. And here goes Felipe Drugovic again. Can he put it up the inside this time? No. Can't make that one stick either. As Yuki Tsunoda coming through. Let's have a quick look at Ollie Behrman, because he may be able to make something happen. That is just graphics. They don't have their DRS open. There's Ollie Behrman having a look at Daniel Ricciardo. Can't quite make that one work either. And that's actually dropped him off a little bit at the back as well. So we'll stick with Drugovic just to see if he can get Yuki Tsunoda at the end of this lap, and then maybe coming up Eau Rouge, he may be able to get it done there. But at the moment, some good battles happening all around. There's a bit of a gap now actually to Daniel Ricciardo, but this is normally an interesting... Can we make a dive into the chicane? That would be interesting, because you can sometimes make a dive here. No, he's just... Oh, nearly hit him. He's nearly hit Yuki Tsunoda there. I mean, if we're going to take anyone out, taking out the V-Carbs isn't that bad. They are in the 6th position that we need, but we are also going to have to just get Ollie Behrman into that, and I think we're going to have to start conserving our fuel as well. Just to start, we'll keep an eye on DRS and everything, or ERS and everything like that. But at the moment, right, this is where flying up here we may be able to make a move on Yuki Tsunoda, who will not have DRS at the top of the hill. And look at the speed we've got coming through. He tries to shut the door, he can't shut the door, and Drugovic with his DRS or ERS and DRS will completely fly past the V-Carb driver. Can Ollie Behrman get it done on Daniel Ricciardo? He's having a look up the inside, but pulls out. Doesn't want to get that one done, but that does look like a move we will get done soon enough. So Drugovic up into 10th. Now he's got to chase down George Russell, which it looks like he's doing pretty well, to be honest. So hopefully we're putting ourselves in with a chance here on our different strategies to the AI. Alright, lap 6, Drugovic massively in a battle here with Alonso, Russell and Stroll. Tsunoda has dropped all the way down. Daniel Ricciardo is on an absolute mission. He's gone up to 12th. But Ollie Behrman is just about to, as we can see, overtake Valtteri Bottas here. Going up the inside. He's just a bit weird. That's it. Come on. Go for it. You need to start making some moves, Ollie. Be a bit more aggressive. Be aggressive. Be aggressive. Drugovic up here as well. He's actually got some battery to play with, so let's get him deploying a little bit more at the moment. I mean, Ollie Bearman should get Valtteri Bottas pretty soon, because Valtteri Bottas does not have DRS. So we'll stick with Drugovic at the moment, see what he can do trying to hunt down Lance Stroll in front of him, as Lance Stroll is losing gap. I'm going to suggest the soft runners maybe just losing a bit of their tyre wear here. Yeah, a little bit. They're sort of matching Ollie Bearman on Ollie Bearman's mediums, as Drugovic leaves it late for the braking again. But yeah, look, there's a big concertina here as we're all coming through. And it's not bad that we're using up these hard tyres early on, actually. It seems to be working for Filipe Drugovic. We're going to have... Oh, and there goes Ollie Bearman past Valtteri Bottas. Gets it done. Lovely stuff. Really good driving there from Ollie Bearman. Gets past Valtteri Bottas, and we're going to deploy his battery as well. Get him up to Yuki Tsunoda in front of him as Drugovic passes Stroll. I missed that one, and he's going to see if he can get Alonso here as well. Can Drugovic get both of these done? Can he get both Aston Martins in one go? It doesn't look like he's going to, but he's up to P9, and that is great for our car number 1 driver. He's actually having a look, because Alonso's having a look at George Russell. And yeah, but this is going all right for us at the moment, to be honest. Ollie Bearman, we've asked him to be a bit more aggressive, use a bit more of his battery, and he is pushing those medium tyres a little bit harder than probably most other people in this grid. But this is good. They're being held up by Lewis Hamilton, of all people. So hopefully Ollie Bearman can make a move in a minute whilst these guys are on their softs. And we're keeping our tyres pretty much in temperature. So everyone is doing a fairly good job here, as Ricciardo and Tsunoda look like they're battling it out. Drugovic has still got his DRS on Fernando Alonso in front of him, who is helped by George Russell. So the Mercedes are being a bit of the bottlenecks at the moment. So this is going to be quite an interesting race to see how it goes. Filipe Drugovic has spun. He's spun. Just put the power down too much. He's brought out a yellow flag. He'll be able to get going again. He should be able to. But yeah, that's his teammate going past him. So he's going to be sitting there for a while, I imagine. Oh, Filipe. He is down to 15th. So we're now driving in 13th and 15th. And today has just got a lot worse. 6 positions. What a knob. It also says he's just locked up, but I'm not sure he has had a big lock-up, because... Oh, no, he's crashed. He's actually hit Valtteri Bottas, I think. He was making a move on Bottas, and it looked very minimal, but... yeah, that could be a racing incident, hopefully. There's no damage to our car. Bottas does have a bit of damage. We may get a penalty for that. But we've nearly caught up Ollie Bearman, who's still in a fight with Daniel Ricciardo. Bottas has damage. Yep, we know. We gave him the damage. Thank you, Mr. Conte, race engineer. But yeah, we're going to need something drastic to happen. Incident involving Drugovic. And no penalties given. Get in there. Come on, Lewis. Let's go. Get in there, Lewis. Right. Drugovic is going to be chasing down his teammate Bearman. His tyres are still on course to go the distance of what we wanted. We just need to get into the DRS range, sorry. But yeah, this is proving to be a difficult race now. Difficult race. The boys aren't doing brilliantly, and if they're not doing brilliantly, we're not bringing in prize money, which then means we are struggling. So yeah, this is going to be a little bit tough. His tyres are running a little bit hot, but we're then going to tell him to be aggressive. They've got to make moves. They're forcing me to make decisions that I don't want to make, to say be a bit more aggressive, because we aren't, they're not performing in the car as we need them to. As it looks like Ollie Bearman was having a little look there at Ricciardo. He should get him up the hill, to be honest. He should get him right now, because he's going to have DRS. Well, shouldn't need ERS. The DRS should be enough to push him through. Ricciardo just shuts the door. You can't move. You can only move once. You can only move once, Daniel. Stop moving. Stop cheating. You little cheat. You little cheat. Right, let's get away from him. Deploy the battery. Get away from him. Don't worry about battle assist either. Just deploy it. Just deploy it and go. Right, Drugovic coming up the hill. Can see Daniel Ricciardo in front of him. He is in Daniel Ricciardo's DRS, so that's good. We can knock that down a little bit. His tyres are also back into a working temperature, so we'll keep them there, actually, and just see how that goes. Ollie Bearman is accelerating away from Daniel Ricciardo with that battery, which is exactly what we need him to do, so that he can chase Tsunoda. We can get potentially back into the points-paying positions. We need Bearman in 10th. We need Drugovic in 11th. That is all we need. It shouldn't be that hard. Okay, we're getting, I say one of the front runners into pit. Max Verstappen has pitted. He's gone on to his new set. Daniel Ricciardo comes into pit. So we are actually going to do our normal strategy, as we were saying, onto the soft tyre for Filip Drugovich in this one. So we are going to tell him to absolutely gun this lap, and we are going to push pretty much everything, I think, actually, because we're going to get him to, we'll take off battle assist as well. We just want him to do it the quickest lap he can possibly do, to mean that Daniel Ricciardo's undercut isn't too aggressive on us, isn't too effective, and then we'll just have to see how we go on the old soft tyre stints. But 11th and 12th at the moment, but the pitting has sort of messed up strategy a little bit. And I think a lot of people are going to be coming in this lap, so there might be a bit of traffic for Drugovich in there as well, but we shall see. Right, there's not too many people in there, actually. A few people are staying out, maybe trying one-stops on the medium to hard. We shall see. But Ollie Bearman now finds his ultimate pit lap? Optimal pit lap. But Drugovich is in. So a good stop here would be very, very useful. Daniel Ricciardo is going to get back ahead of us, but we were pushing as hard as we could to try and make that a good in-lap. The tyres go on. We're being held. Why are we being held? Fuck's sake, lads. Oh, 4.6 seconds is not what we needed. Look how far down we are dropping. Absolutely ludicrous. Absolutely ludicrous. Come on, nothing is going right for us in this series so far. It's like the complete opposite to Football Manager, where I'm confident, I know what I'm doing. In here, it's just like, oh, everything's such a grind. It's such a grind. Anyway, right, let's see who still does have to stop. There are people still out with Ollie Bearman that need to stop as well, so strategies are going to be a little bit all over the place. In front of Drugovich, yeah, no one needs to stop other than Ollie Bearman, Stroll and Alonso. So that is Drugovich's actual position, which is exactly where he was after he had his stupid spin. So, yeah, brilliant. All hopes go to Ollie Bearman, who started with a 5-place grid penalty and is actually doing all right, to be honest. Right, Ollie Bearman is in as well. He's in for his pit stop. So he is one of the last drivers out there, actually, to go. Piastri's holding him out a long time. Sainz is holding it out for a long time. Stroll and Alonso are going a bit longer as well. Weird, because they're on the soft, so that's definitely not going to be a one-stop strategy. But can we get Ollie Bearman out in a good position? It's a good stop, 2.7. It's about half the time of his teammate's stop, which is impressive. Just under half the time. He's going to come out battling Hulkenberg, and he's going to come out just behind him. But, yeah, he should be in an okay position to make something happen. Obviously, he's going double soft. Drugovich is going soft medium. So they are on slightly different strategies. But, yeah, Drugovich 16th, Bearman in 14th. This is not money-paying positions, which is what we need. Filip Drugovich in for his second stop, final stop, hopefully. Ollie Bearman's up to 13th. He overtook Hulkenberg. Drugovich pitting from 15th. Will probably come out at the back, or very close to the back. But, yeah, let's see. Let's see. We've got to go all the way to the end of the pit lane. Onto those medium tyres. A good stop. Come on, a good stop. Yes, he's away. 2.7 seconds. Much, much better. 2 seconds quicker than his first stop in this race. He's going to come out in 18th behind Pierre Gasly. So on those fresh tyres should be able to do something. Yuki Tsunoda locks up. That's good because he's in 9th. So if he could have some trouble, that would be very, very helpful. Now, we do have a set of hard tyres. And Drugovich was making progress on those hard tyres until his spin, but we had to run them a little bit hotter than we would have liked to make that progress. So I think we stick with strategies and we'll see how it goes. Perez is in the pits as well. He'll be pitting from 3rd onto a set of mediums and off he goes. So yeah, we've got Bearman hanging out on their 54% soft tyres behind Nico Hulkenberg. Drugovich down in 18th, but should be able to catch the drivers in front, and they've all got a pit. So I don't know, really. I don't know. I think Alonso and Stroll may be doing a one-stop or going for a very short stint on the softs at the end, but I'm not sure what's happening there. But it's all a bit of a mix, but I don't think we're going to get points, and that is going to be a massive bummer because we are massively in debt and we need money. This is going to be tough. Because also, what's going to happen, just while I'm ranting, is that we're going to continually run out of car parts, which means We're going to have to continually emergency manufacture car parts, and we're going to go over our cost cap. I think we're going to get sacked at the end of this season. So, as we're going into the summer break, let's have a discussion. If we get sacked at the end of Season 1, do we start afresh with Brawn and just start with a little bit more money and maybe pick up one senior driver and one younger driver? Oh, Sonoda's had a slow pit stop. That's good for us as well. Or what do we do? Or do we scrap off F1 Manager and I'll start a new game? Because Star Wars Outlaws is out, and that's something I'm going to play it, and I'd quite like to put it on the channel because I think it could be quite interesting. But, yeah, I don't know. Let me know your thoughts. Do you enjoy F1 Manager? Do you want to see a different game on the channel? Do you want to see lots? Do you want to see me do different games and different videos? Should I do different games at all the same time, and there'll just be different videos that go on the channel when I've recorded them, basically? I don't know. Let me know your thoughts. That was a bit rambly, wasn't it? But let me know. So Ollie Behrman's just leaving the pits after his last stop, 2.6 seconds, so he's had some good stops today. He's actually come out right behind his teammate, so it'll be an interesting battle heading into the end of this one. We've got Drugovic on the mediums pushing a little bit harder, and we've got Ollie Behrman on fresh soft tyres, who also now has all of his fuel in line as well. No safety cars, only a yellow flag for Drugovic's spin, so really incident free here at the Belgian Grand Prix, which is even more disappointing that we're as low down as we are. But you would imagine Albon, Hulkenberg are going to pit again, and then it's just what can we do against Tsunoda and Ricciardo? Are they going to catch Hamilton and Russell? I don't know. This is I'm a bit gutted by this whole save, really. I think I didn't manage it at the beginning. I didn't manage it properly, and they crashed so many cars. They crashed so many cars at the beginning of this series that it's just been really tough. It's been a lot harder than I thought it would be. Last year was relatively easy, I thought, but then I guess it's because we started with proper F1 drivers. We've called up Ollie Behrman and Filipe Drugovic from F2 early, and they're not as good as the other drivers on the grid. I think they're now only better than Sargent, so we'll have to keep an eye on it. We'll see how it goes, right? We might not get sacked. I think if we break cost cap, then we're definitely getting sacked. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. But at the moment, 32 laps gone and 44 laps around Belgium, and we're sitting 15th and 16th, which isn't great. So Ollie Behrman is just starting his final lap. Filipe Drugovic finishes 15th as he got lapped by Max Verstappen, who's just finished. So yeah, Ollie Behrman is going to finish 13th. He's not close enough to Daniel Ricciardo to make a difference. So it's 13th. Not a great result. We just didn't have the pace today. Shit, assume what Drugovic saying there. Mate, if you hadn't... You spun, which cost you 6 places, which means technically you would have finished 9th. You would have finished 9th. Just let that sink in. Ollie Behrman started 15th with a grid penalty and has gone up 2 places to 13th. That's half decent. Filipe Drugovic spun and cost himself 6 places, which would be 9th, which would be 2 points, which VCarb didn't get any points. I'm infuriated. This is so annoying. So annoying. So 13th and 15th, no race target payout. We are going to be very, very poor. We can't manufacture anything in this. We are going to get a little bit of money, I think, from our sponsor payment here. 1.4 million. Doesn't really help us. No mandatory activities either. We are 5.4 million in debt as we head into the summer break, and we don't have any components. Amazing. Underfloor has failed. Install the replacement. Why not? I mean, car 2, it needs an underfloor. Change the design. You're just going to have to put up... I swear we just... Oh no, we didn't build the underfloors in the end, did we? Okay, so they've all got new bits. So, yes, we're in debt. Yep, Brawn GP is now financially in debt. Yep. Yes, we are. Right, it's a long summer break where... really, there's nothing else that I won't be able to do anything in the summer break. We haven't got any money, so I won't be able to do anything. We don't need to actually do too much this month, and we are going to get 2.21 million, which is needed, which is very needed. What can we do? Engineer team size goes down. Well, we can't make anything or design anything. We haven't got any money, so I mean, might as well do that. Pit crew fatigue, facility. Oh yeah, come and tour the factory, because we can't do anything with that. We can't do anything with the engineers, so they can all have a little bit of a hit. CDF simulator, well, we can't design anything, so that can have a hit as well, and that puts us over the threshold. Confirm. Yeah. Awesome. We're going to get a little bit of money for that over the summer. But we stay in 7th. We are still behind RBV Carb. And if they hadn't have crashed so many cars early on in the season, we'd be in a much better position. 5.4 million in debt, 7th in the standings. This is going to be hard work for the second half of the season because we don't have any money. We're going to have to buy engines. It's all pretty depressing. I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.